Hello and welcome to the Premier Senior Marketing Quoting Tool. This quick little demo is going to be able to show you how the quoting tool works and what you can expect from the system and kind of dissect the type of information that the system is giving you. What you're looking at in front of you is the initial dashboard or home page. From here you can do a couple different things. The first is you can begin to running a quote for the two different product lines that we have into the system, or you can adjust your account by clicking the My Account button. So if you wanted to change your password or update your information, you can do so there. We'll go ahead and get started. To start running a quote, all you need to do is click Run Quote under the product line that you want to run for, and it's going to bring up a demographics page. From here, you'll type in any zip code, and this will run any zip code in the country, and it'll give you the county and the corresponding city and state that zip code falls under. You can then select your age, your gender, and your tobacco status of the person you're trying to run the quote for, as well as the plan you wanted to quote. We're going to default to Plan F, it being the most popular, but you can select any different type of plan, A through N. And the last thing here is going to be the effective date. If you wanted to run a future effective date like a 3/1 or a 4/1 quote, this system will allow you to do that. So we'll go ahead and press Get Quote here. It's going to price out these plans based upon the demographics that you provided, cheapest to most expensive. And as you can see, we also have a client or quote label on there. That's if you wanted to personalize the quote. So if you wanted to print this off or email these quotes to somebody and you wanted to put their name on the heading of the quote, you can do so using that client or quote label. Here are the results. We ranked them cheapest to most expensive. We're going to give you a few different pieces of information in regards to these quotes. Obviously, the price and the company name, as well as the household discount and policy fee if they do apply to that company. And then some basic company information, like rating class, AM Best, and S&P ratings if they apply, as well as the rate type, if it's a detained age, issue age, or community-rated plan. Up above here, we have our quick quote section. So instead of having to click back and forth, if you wanted to switch from the gender or you wanted to switch from plan F to G, you can do so here on this quick quote tab. You don't have to restart from the beginning. And then lastly, in terms of this initial quote page, we have our plan details, and this is essentially just going to break down all the benefits associated with these plans. What the services they provide, what Medicare pays, what this plan would pay, and then what you and or the consumer would pay if they were to sign up with this plan, and it being a plan F, all these are going to be zero. This can be printed by using this print button, or you can attach it to the quote if you're printing it off the entire quote or generating a PDF. Over here on the left-hand side is our toolbar, and there's a few different options. The first is going to be compare quotes. Let's say you wanted to take a couple of these away from the initial quoting page. You can select them by just clicking the company name. It will highlight them in green. You can click the compare quotes button, and it'll separate just those two plans side by side. You can then print that off if you didn't want to print off all the quotes for the entire list. And the next is going to be the universal compare. Let's say you wanted to put this Med Sup next to a Medicare Advantage or this Med Sup next to a Part D side by side in the same screen. All you need to do is click this globe button here, and it will take you to a page. You would then run a quote for a different product line, click the globe for that product line, and then click the compare quotes button, and it'll put two different types of products on a side that you can generate a PDF for or print off. So it's still a compare, but it's a cross-product compare. Below that, we have a few different export features. The first is print. If you want to put this in a printer-friendly format, you can click that print button, and it will strip out all the color, and you can print this off to take with you to a meeting or print it off for a client. The next is going to be PDF. If you wanted to generate a PDF of these quotes that you can email, you can click that PDF button, and it will generate a PDF of exactly what you're viewing there on that screen. And then lastly is the Excel export. If you prefer just to see the raw data, you just want to see the data in a database format, in a CSV file, that will accomplish that information for you. Below that, we have a few different adjust your view settings. The first is going to be expanded or contracted view. If you rather see a simpler view of the quotes, you can click that button there. And if you don't want to confuse your clients, you just want to give the price and the company name, that'll accomplish that. The applied discounts is just going to be a button that applies at 7% or the 5% or that 12% household discount to the rate, and it does all the math for you and reorders those quotes. The third one down is pretty self-explanatory. What's the annual rate versus the monthly? And the fourth one is going to be the market analytics, and this will show you three different things. This will show you the age increase history for attained age policies, the increase history each time the company has increased the rates, what that change was, and the effective date of that change. And this has been since 2010, which is they modernized the plans. Some plans are too new or have not taken an increase since they've launched, and for those products you'll see NA. And the last one here is market data, and this will cover lives insured, premiums earned, and loss ratios, as well as market share, both for a national and state level for that plan and company specific. And this is just NAIC data that companies report themselves if you wanted to get some background and maybe how integrated that company is for that plan on a state and national level. The next one down here is underwriting, and so if you are dealing with somebody that is going through an underwriting process, they're not a guaranteed issue. We have all the different underwriting tabs and conditions. We take these directly off the applications themselves. So let's say you are dealing with somebody that happened to have a heart attack in their medical history. You can click heart attack, and for each one of the conditions, it'll show you what the look-back period is. So for Unified Life, the look-back period is 2 years, and so if they've had a heart attack within the last 2 years, they would have to answer yes on the application, and that can be used as an item to decline them coverage. And so this tool not only gives you the best information in terms of pricing and company, but maybe what's the company that would actually best fit my insured based upon their medical history. And so that's really a quick overview of what the tool does for Medicare Supplement. We'll quickly go over here the Medicare Advantage and PDP tool. This will work the same way. It's going to look very similar. We want to make sure that if you can run a quote for one product, you can run them for the other. So all you're simply going to do is type in the zip code and then the plan you wanted to look at. If you want to look at Medicare Advantage or if you wanted to see a Part D or special needs. So go ahead and press Get Quote. Just like before, it's going to price these out cheapest to most expensive. As you know, many of them are $0 per month, so it's going to rank them based upon their max out of pocket. But we're going to give you some basic level company information like star rankings, if there's a drug deductible, gap coverage, AM Best and S&P rating if they apply, and then what type of plan type it is. Is it HMO or is it a PPO, etc.? All your export features are here as well, your compare quotes and your quick quote section here, so that's all still going to apply for this type of product line. One thing that is going to be unique with Medicare Advantage is the plan details button is going to take you to a page where you actually see the co-payments, the co-insurances, drug deductibles, drug tiers, things like that. That's where all the information is to be housed here. And this can also be printed or exported to PDF. Also, a really unique feature with this tool is you can fill in the gaps with a hospital indemnity plan. So if you click fill in the gaps, you can enter in some additional demographic information on your insured. Click Add Comparison. It's now going to begin to find all the hospital indemnity plans that are available in your area for that age, gender, and tobacco status. And it's going to place the Medicare Advantage plan on the left-hand side and the hospital indemnity plan on the right-hand side and allow you to select which ones, kind of build the plans with it. So we'll go ahead and select Bankers Fidelity, and this drop-down will include all the different plans that are available. But we'll go ahead and include Bankers Fidelity as a comparison. We'll click Add Comparison, and now the system is going to allow you to, if there's riders associated with these plans, you can add them to them. If you wanted to increase benefit amounts, you can. Just allowing you to see maybe where the Medicare Advantage plan falls short. What can I add in as a benefit to the hospital indemnity plan to better meet my client's needs? And so that's going to be the quoting tool. I hope you kind of enjoyed this quick little tutorial. I also want to mention that this is available mobilely. So if you have an Android or an Apple phone, an iPhone, you can go out to either respective app store and search for Premier Senior Marketing and download this to have the same type of quoting experience but on a mobile app. And so, just if you're quoting on the go, it's a really good tool and neat, effective tool to use. I appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed this demo, and have a great day.